Meet the Fockers. This is Jazz, and this is Shockwave, and I don't want to spoil the ending, but let's just say I'm not a big fan of the designs in these games. They're a bit generic and uninspired. I mean, look at Brawl here. He looks like an enemy from an Atari Jaguar game. I've heard a lot of people complaining about how small the FOC Deluxes are, but they're not really any smaller than Prime Toys, or for that matter, Dark of the Moon Deluxes. This is the third line in a row where the Deluxes have been kind of shrimpy, so I think we just have to put up with that now. But this is the first line where they've had the nerve to actually be more expensive. Well, what do you expect? It takes money to develop a Lego knockoff that, according to my local toy aisles, nobody wants. Where was I? Oh yeah, Jazz. We'll do him first because he's a bit boring, really. We've gotten some really good Jazzes in recent memory, and this ain't one of them. Look at the doofy duck lips on his head sculpt for starters, and is that black light piping or a blindfold? I actually greatly prefer the face on his chest. If I actually owned this toy, I'd be tempted to give him a Decepticon badge, pull the head off, and call him Ripper Snapper. Arms have unnecessarily ratcheted elbows and these weird hands with giant thumbs that can barely be bothered to hold this limp little nothing of a gun. More unnecessary ratchets in the knees and a thigh swivel that can only be posed in 90-degree increments, and ankle ratchets that are only useful for doing the limbo. There's more incompetent joints in these legs than something pot joke. And he turns into a shoe. The detail on the back is okay, and you can see where all the paint's gone, but whatever this is, I don't like it. Look at the cheapo clip-on wheels. Why have they got light-up circuitry detail on them? Are they supposed to be made of metal? That doesn't seem like a good idea, even in space. This is the one everybody's after, and I guess I can sorta see why. He's a lovely shade of purple, and the light piping works great, but his plastic's really weird. It's got a little tiny bit of give to it, like he's some sort of hybrid between normal plastic and that rubbery stuff. It's not pleasant. I guess this robot mode's alright. It's just a bit dull. I'd literally rather have any other Shockwave. Oh, and you want to hear some petty quibbling? I'll give you some petty quibbling. This isn't a gun arm. This is him just holding his gun. Stop doing that, Shockwaves of recent years. Have a proper gun arm already. Just lop your hand off and put a gun there. People do it every day. It's not hard. And he turns into a futuristic remote control. See, this is what I'm on about. It's just a thing. I love the way the chest flips around in the transformation, but what's the point? This alt mode's just a nondescript, jumbled pile of nothing. And most of the transformation is just shoving his gun up his bum and then holding it in place with his feet. You might as well just have him transform like this. There, that's his alt mode. Can you tell the difference? So yeah, not feeling the FOC line. If you must have a Shockwave to hang out with your Prime Decepticons, then I suppose he'll do, just don't put him next to any of the Voyagers. Can't really think of a good reason to buy Jazz. Unless you're looking to expand your collection of shoe formers. Having said all that, though, I really do appreciate Dormammu loaning me these two guys to review. Sorry I didn't have anything nice to say. Guess I should have just said nothing at all. That might have made for rather a dull video, though. Oh well, something to try next time.